Thank you. Now to that history-making space flight in Texas. Blue Origin just sent another batch of astronauts into space, and on board that rocket was Ed Dwight. In the 60s, Dwight was said to be the first black astronaut, but his mission with NASA was never launched. So now, 6 decades later, at 90 years old, he is making his mark in the record books. NBC's Kaylee Hartung has more on his remarkable journey. Kaylee, good morning.
Hey, good morning, guys. This was a dream come true for Ed Dwight. He's long said he's the first person in the world to be famous for not doing something. Well, now he's done it. America's first black astronaut in training finally made it to space thanks to what he calls the opportunity of a lifetime.
This 2,100-mile-per-hour ride may look like a meteoric rise to space.
Welcome to space, astronauts.
As 6 passengers aboard Jeff Bezos' Blue Origin rocket launched 347,000 feet above the Texas desert, including 90-year-old Ed Dwight.
This is a life-changing experience. Everybody needs to do this.
But for the former Air Force test pilot, this is a mission more than 60 years in the making.
Captain Edward Dwight of the Air Force, selected to be an astronaut, the first of his race to be so designated.
In 1961, President John F. Kennedy picked Ed Dwight to be the first black astronaut. His candidacy captured the attention of the nation, but in training, Dwight faced discrimination, and his journey with NASA never took off.
And they said, number one, I wasn't tall enough. I was Catholic. I wasn't black enough. I was not the model of the Negro race.
It would take 20 more years for Guion Bluford to become NASA's first black astronaut to go to space. As Dwight returned to civilian life, creating sculptures of black history makers, he spoke to NBC News in 2020.
Are you bitter about the fact that you didn't become the first black guy in space?
Oh, God, no.
Not at all.
No.
But on Sunday, 63 years after he was first poised to break boundaries, Dwight crossed the Kármán line and finally made it beyond Earth's atmosphere. At 90 years and 8 months old, he's now the oldest person to do it,
Oh.
beating the record previously held by Captain Kirk himself, actor William Shatner. Back on Earth, Dwight's delight was radiant.
Long time coming.
The 9-minute and 53-second trip to space, worth the 6 decades-long wait.
I thought I really didn't need this in my life, but now I need it in my life.
That's amazing.
How good is that? And once Ed landed, he said that this dream of going to space, it was something he had to defer for so long and think, this is just never going to happen, and put it in the back of his mind. Now that he's done it, he says he wants to go back. But next time,
I thought I really didn't need this in my life, but now I need it in my life.
That's amazing.
how good is that? And once Ed landed, he said that this dream of going to space, it was something he had to defer for so long and think, this is just never going to happen, and put it in the back of his mind. Now that he's done it, he says he wants to go back. But next time, he wants to go into orbit.
Okay, that's amazing.
Goals.
Why
There you
not?
go.
Right?
At 90, do something new. I love it.
That was
All right.
awesome, Kaylee.
Thank you, Kaylee. Let's move to the NBA playoffs. There's nothing better